How is it like to learn how to go on long bike rides again after coming back from injury and early fatherhood? In this video, I found that out by riding the Audax Subic 200 kilometers. Plus, I'll be showing you the new bike that I used for this ride. To recap, I had a pretty crazy year last 2025. I crashed in April, broke my collarbone and got surgery, followed by the birth of our twin baby boys in June 2025. To illustrate this timeline, I'm gonna show you my training calendar for 2025. This is from Trainer Road. The green bars indicate weeks of activity, while the grayed out bars show planned weeks of training but without activity. So I crashed in April 18, and then the following weeks are all grayed out bars because I was unable to train then, recovering from my injuries. Then the twins were born on June 17, which I didn't even plan on training after their birth. And I was able to train again on August 16, 2025, 4 months after I stopped riding. And my first training session indoors was an FTP test to gauge how far my fitness has fallen. And I talk about that in detail in this video right here. But to give you an idea how it went, the first FTP test I did on my trainers felt like starting from scratch again, but I was able to build some sort of rhythm with the schedules and sneak in 1-hour training rides indoors every other day. And after a few months, I thought to myself, why not gauge my fitness with a challenging enough ride that I've done several times before? And that's when I thought of signing up for the Audax 200 in Subic, Zambales. For more details on this course and how the Audax usually goes, I made a route guide you can watch here. But basically, it's a flat-ish course with some gentle climbs near the 100-kilometer turnaround point.
Trazo UV Express driver.
Express driver, I need UV Express playlist.
Okay, I'm here now at Subic. Gonna do a shakeout ride with Janus and Jello. Just waiting for them here. While I'm waiting for them, I'll take this time to introduce to you my new bike. It's a Giant Revolt Zero. I bought it second hand as a quick replacement for my Enigma that I messed up from my crash. I recently found that the down tube folded right near the head tube, rendering the titanium frame unusable. That's why I had to replace it, and I've been eyeing this other custom frame builder from China called Watley, but since it'll take some time for me to design that bike, I went ahead and bought this one that had a pretty good deal, and the stock parts was near to the specs of the ones that I use in my Enigma. It's an aluminum Giant Revolt. It uses chop suey of GRX 620 and 820 components. It has a 170mm crank arm, which is the same as the one on my Enigma. But the thing that I like the most with this bike is that it has a slight upgrade. The group set on my Enigma was 11 speed. This one came in with 12 speed. I actually just bought this bike a week before the Audax because it was around that time that I found out the damage to my Enigma. The only parts that I had to change were the wheel sets and the saddle. Though I did keep the tires that came with the bike, which were 40mm wide Maxxis Velocitas slick road tires. Because coming from 32mm wide road tires, I wanted to find out how much more comfier 40mm wide slicks were.
So, yan! Hey!
Say hi to the vlog.
Hi, vlog!
Saan tayo punta?
Airport Road.
G. Good morning, we are here at Mango Valley or Audax. Hey!
Me before Audax 200.
Before. Today there are about 300 participants for the 200 and 100 Populaire. But I think yesterday had more people because it also had the 300 and 400 rides. But this is Janos. It's his first 200.
It is.
How do you feel?
This is my third Audax, second start.
What happened last time?
No, I got scammed by your video, bro.
Sorry. It was Audax Baler. And yes, the route was tougher than I said it in the video.
Okay lang, it's good for the soul.
Good for the soul. Builds character daw. Hi Gabi. See you later. We're here at the first checkpoint. 50 kilometers. So, pascan ho. Now that there's some light, I can talk to the camera. The goal for today is really just to get some mileage and rebuild my confidence with riding outside, since it's gonna be my first long ride since the crash. And so far, feeling okay. It's like nothing happened. Just left the first checkpoint and now we're on our way to Masinloc for the next checkpoint at the 100-kilometer mark, and that's also going to be our turnaround point. So far so good. It's been a cool morning, surprisingly cool, and hopefully it doesn't get too hot later in the afternoon. So our small group for this Audax is Janos, who's riding his first ever Audax 200, and Gabi, who just came home from the very epic Pentang Jawa ultra race. Here they are. This is the solar farm here at Palawig. I said earlier that I wanted to regain my confidence riding long distance with this Audax. So two reasons I wanted to regain that confidence is, first, to see if my collarbone can handle it, and so far it's okay. And second, it's regaining confidence to ride outside again, because now that I have a family, I have to come back to them in one piece. That's why I'm playing it safe. I'm not as reckless as before, not trying to attack everything and go fast, because cycling and parenthood, it's different. You have to think about your kids now, who will need you as they grow up. It's the climb!
Ito na ba?
Ito na yun.
Rhea, ito na yun.
Ito na yun! Okay, halfway point. So far, it's been a good ride. We've been riding at zone 2, around 25 to 28 kph at the flats. It's actually the first time I've started an Audax that wasn't trying to race.
It's not a race. Not a race. Not a race.
First casualty of the ride. Shades. Snap. Well, they served me well. Maybe around 5,000 kilometers. Time to look for shades. Bossing. Refuel. Thank you, Janos. Oh, we just left the checkpoint to head to the cyclists Oasis. 7-Eleven. We look for some coffee here. Also need to look for replacement sunglasses. Coffee time.
Longest Audax by choice.
Ito, by choice.
Yung shirt daw medyo
Solid.
nag-run out.
They got it. They got it. Magical 7-Eleven onigiri.
10 seconds.
Solid yan. Solid. How's your first 100 of the 200?
Ay, kakabidyo.
100 more?
Podcast tayo ngayon.
Ano na yung expect?
Easier than I imagined.
This sport. We are riding out, but it's hot. It's not like this morning. And this is when the real Audax Subic begins. And I still need to look for replacement sunglasses because 7-Eleven doesn't sell any. I wonder if I'll be able to find any on the way. I just stopped by one store that I thought would be selling sunglasses, but they don't have any. I don't know. I hope I can find another one. Unless otherwise, I'll be raw dogging my eyes under the Zambales sun. Farmers drying rice in the middle of the road because they don't have the support to have their own proper drying machines. The last time I was at this climb, it was during the Audax 400 2 years ago, and I was dying because I've already had 300 kilometers in. But now isn't so bad because I've only had 100 kilometers in. Whew. Heart rate isn't zone 2 anymore. It's already at zone 3. Done with that climb. Heart rate reached zone 4. Okay, it was pretty... I'm still not yet in that good of a shape to keep my heart rate down at a slow pace of the Matsinlock climb. I think a big factor was because I've only been doing hour-long indoor workouts on the trainer and not enough long rides.
Walang kayo ba ito?
Lunch.
7.
Brunch? Lunch. Okay, brunch is done. Back on the road. Finally found sunglasses. Wait. Huh.
Okay. Maybe these. These? Yeah, maybe these. Really hungry feathers. Kano to?
65.
Got it. Got it.
Hi vlog. Welcome to the chat.
At the last checkpoint. Get some water first. So, blocks, electro. The heaviest bike of the group. With the thickest tires. Specialized ethos. A bike fitting for Audax Rizal. And my Revolt. Riding out again. Last 50. How do you feel? This sport. Just passed by Mango Highway, but the Mango Highway sign isn't there anymore. So it'll be harder to spot that turn. Landmark now is all of the mango stalls after you turn from the San Felipe town. Or was it San Narciso? I'll check out later. This last 30-kilometer stretch is a falls flat. So this morning it was a falls flat descent. Now it's a falls flat climb that you have to do when you're fatigued with very strong headwind. And in our case, some heat. We're just lucky now that the heat's more bearable than how it would usually be. Gotta refuel at the 7-Eleven stop. 200k! Congratulations! 214k! You're a randonor! Or may 10 kilometers pa ata tayo. Entering Olongapo and then SBMA. Last few rolling hills before entering SBMA. Home stretch. Hey!
Walking around the lure. Never again.
Never again.
Right now at 1300.
Let's go.
Woo! Nice one!
Ooh. Finish line. Congrats, Randonor.
Saan galing yung shades mo?
Somewhere in Iba,
Ano nangyari?
sira yung shades ko. Kinuha ko yung pinakamukha ng cyclist shades.
Mukha naman.
Kambal. Kanya yun.
Akin!
Lumabas sa kanya. Literally. This ride was pretty challenging because as soon as we got to the turnaround point, I felt the fatigue in my body. I think it's mainly because I've only been doing 1 to 1.5 hour training rides indoors and I haven't gone out for long rides outdoors. But aside from that, I felt pretty comfy mentally and emotionally riding outdoors again after my crash and having kids. Plus, the 40mm wide slick road tires were a dream to ride on. The bumpy parts along the course were so much more muted compared to thinner tires that I've used before. And they didn't feel that heavy in terms of rolling resistance. I think I'll be able to join more Audax rides and other long rides in the future, but with lesser risk-taking from now on. So if you like more cycling content, don't forget to like and subscribe.